What's good, you guys? Welcome back to another video. How you doing? Today we're doing a little bit of a reaction video. I haven't seen this video yet, but I did see the title and we loaded it up. I'm reacting to this video that these two gentlemen made called Why We Hated Trader Nick in the Beginning of Our Trading Career, but then ... So I don't know, maybe there's some resolution in this video. I'm not sure. I want to hear what they have to say. Like I said, I have not seen this video. It's new to me. So let's just jump into it and see what these guys have to say.
Someone in the community that we would like to talk about and give our input on that person specifically, right? Let me ask you this. What's your take on Trader Nick?
I mean, I think he's a, like you said, he's a person in the community, and in the Forex community there's a lot of people and that they come with different things, and the way he came about Forex, to me, in the beginning, I was in such disagreement with it. Reason is, he played it safe. Now, it all depends on how you got introduced to Forex. Me, the way I got introduced to it is just, oh, I'm about to make this money. Yeah. Like
Hey, to be completely honest, same here. My first introduction, let's make some money. This stuff's gonna be easy, straight up. It's better than stocks. That's what I always heard is like, oh, it's better than stocks. You can make tons of money.
I'm gonna flip this account. I'm gonna flip this 1,002. That's how it was. And here goes this guy. Cause even though you're studying, like you're doing your Forex thing, once you got that Forex bug, you're still on YouTube watching other Forex. It's like, even though you don't trade like them, but you're still watching just to learn, just to learn, because you could never stop learning. And I was just like, what is this guy talking about? He always was like, yo, he risked properly. Not to say that we wasn't risking properly, but we was over leveraging. So yeah, we was not risking properly.
Hey, I respect this guy on the left already a lot. He sounds like he's really gone through a lot in his trading, and I can honestly tell you that he sounds just like I did when I was like straight up new to this stuff. Sounds like he's been through a little bit, right? You risk too much, you blow an account or two, and you really learn. So I respect that.
So, and then he was like, yo, he doesn't go for much, you can make 10%. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And at this time he's saying that, I'm actually doubling my account. I'm like, boy, what are you talking about?
Yo, this right here, this is the bane of my existence, right? This is the bane of my comment section, is when I talk about returns, right? Because I talk about returns and I say like, hey, you know what? I go for like a consistent rate of like 2, 3, 4% per month. That's reasonable to me. That's what works for me, and that's what keeps my drawdown to a minimum, right? So when I talk like that, that is like a trigger word for so many newer people who are out there and be like, Nick, what do you mean? Exactly like what he's saying. It's like, well, I double an account every other week. So what are you saying? Like, this is easy, right? But then they don't talk about when they blow their account and have to start over. And it's, oh, I just won't do that thing again, right? But risk management is so key, because if you can't manage your risk properly, it's only a matter of time before all that doubling and looking great turns into blown accounts to nothing.
It was also a video where he it was a couple videos too where he said, you know, for a year his goal is to make about 10%, which is a good amount, a really good amount.
Okay, I might have said that. I might have said 10% somewhere, but really my goal personally is like 20%. Like, that's an ideal number. An ideal rate is 20% for me, but 10%, hey, if you can still do 10%, you're still outperforming the S&P 500, which is still good. Still good.
And here come myself, especially in the beginning, 10%. Right? I'm looking at him like 10%. 10% in a year, that's not too much. That's a very small amount. You know, we fresh in the game, we over leveraging, and the people that we're learning from, they were telling us how, you know, you can make 10% a day.
A day.
Right?
Did you guys hear that? 10% a day. No wonder people are out here really disliking me when they first get started, because I'm this boomer white dude who's telling you make 10% in a year, 20% in a year. That sounds so ridiculous when you go everywhere else on a lot of other places on social media. There's some other legitimate traders that have really good insights as well on this platform, but it's so true, man. You go around, most people are telling you 10% in a day, 10% in a week. What are you talking about 10% a year, right? That's stupid. That's silly. Why are you wasting your time, right? But trust me, I don't get much from saying that, right? I don't gain from telling people 10 to 20% is what I go for, right? If anything, I get a lot of hate, right? Because that's not exciting. That's not big money, quick money. That's not exciting, and it doesn't help me sell anything, right? It's just the truth, and that's what people don't want to hear when they're newer, right? Because it sounds like ridiculous, and they hear all these other people who are telling them 10% in a day. So appreciate these guys being honest with that.
Have that
Imagine
mindset.
that.
Yeah, have that mindset. You're like,
Imagine
bro,
that.
I'm making 10% a day, and you're also making it too. So don't think it's like you're being told you're making 10% a day. You know how like you have that luck run, so you're making the 10% a day. So you're like, what? And then you're watching this guy. You're like 10% in a year.
Right. So you know, you over here, you plugging numbers on your phone. You the money looking good, right? Now imagine you're not even thinking about taking losses and all that good stuff. So all you're thinking about is making money, 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 money. But then as you're doing that, you go on YouTube. I'm speaking for myself. I go on YouTube and there goes this guy that's telling me I can't make 10% a day, let alone a month, let alone a whole year. As a matter of fact,
you gotta wait a year to make you. The goal should be making 10% a year.
The goals, bro. I hated. I gotta say, I don't know if I want to use the word hated, but I disliked in the beginning. So.
Did this man, was he about to say he hated me? He hated me in the beginning. I'll say it for him. This guy hated me.
Very much so.
In the beginning, I disliked Trader Nick. Until
hey, I'm gonna be straight up and be honest back to you, man. I know that I make a lot of people upset. I know that I'm annoying for a lot of newer traders. Like I know that, and I'm glad that I do it because you know what? These two gentlemen, man, they are an amazing. Like I'm loving this right now. Like this shows so much like character development in these two guys' trading career. Like I can just tell. Like they've been around the block. Like I'm saying, like they've graduated, I would say.
Until eventually towards the end, when I started really knowing what trading was about, because that's when I knew.
You had to go through a nail to understand where he was coming from. If you're only being in a winning streak, you're not gonna understand it because I'm winning high. So when the high is high, I'm good. And I was like, yo, what are we talking about? This is
a great way of putting it.
Once I had my L, I took my L, I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
I think I understand what he means by.
Yeah, you know, I think that's a good way of putting it, right? Because like when you're first getting into trading, they say there's like this learning curve, right? So like when you first get into trading, you're up here, right? You think you're like, this stuff is easy, this stuff is simple, and I'm gonna make big money really quickly. And then after your first several losses, your ego comes dropping down significantly, right? And that's where you humble yourself enough to say, hey, you know what? Maybe some of these people who are out there who like clearly, you know, they might be annoying at first, but you sort of see like, hey, you know what? Maybe they're not all nonsense. Maybe this is not as easy as I thought, right? And that's a supernatural thing for every new trader to experience, I would say.
No, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
When I had took a couple losses and mind you, right, I had to take many losses before going back to his channel, watching the same videos over and over again, him reminding us as traders that you can't be over leveraging your account. You can't be going for certain amounts. You can't be doing this. And you know, in the beginning, your mindset was like, bro, I don't want to hear that type of right now. I want to keep over leveraging.
This guy over here is so honest. I love this. That's hilarious.
I want to keep doing this. Then you go ahead and take a loss.
One thing he has said, bro, which is funny because as you're winning, right, you're raising up your lot size.
Yeah.
You're raising up your lot size as the wins are going. And he was like, once he starts to see he's on a winning streak, he starts to lower his lot size. I'm like, what?
Dude, this is weird. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. Like, okay, so obviously, like my channel has a pretty good following, and I'm so thankful for that. But it's still weird, like to me, to realize that like there are people out there who actually watch. Because man, I put hours of content out, right? Like I film, and we have an editing person, and we put a ton of work into this stuff. So it's so humbling and honestly so exciting for me to hear people actually like talking about the lessons that we've talked about. And I don't say like, oh, I just taught this, because I learned this from people too. I learned this from people who I would consider mentors in my world and in the investing community. Like it's not all just, oh, I'm just this high and mighty knowing it all. No. These are lessons that I've learned. I've shared them on YouTube. I've learned from people on YouTube who may know more than me, and I've had conversations with people. So that's what it's all about. And I love that these guys, they clearly have had these conversations. Like these two individuals have talked about this. They know what they're saying here, right? The fact that they pointed out that, so it is true what he's talking about. So like when I have a winning streak, a natural response for me is not to increase my lot size. It's actually to do the exact opposite. Because I know mentally that when I start taking a bunch of wins in a row, man, it is so easy to sort of get cocky in the markets, right? And so I try and decrease my lot size to sort of prepare for that inevitable sobering loss that's coming, right? It's not a you know, a negative pessimistic thing. It's just like, hey, you know what? Let's be realistic with this and let's keep grinding and stick to the plan.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna raise it. But then again, like
and that makes perfect sense to us now. Now it makes perfect sense.
But then
you got to go around the block once. There's no substitute for experience, man. That's true. I love it.
Yeah, back then, what is this? What
are you
talking about, bro?
Man, we gotta raise a lot of size. That's how I'm gonna flip my account.
Yeah.
But then,
right now though,
man, I love what this guy just said. He made a great point. Like, I got to flip that account, right? That's the obsession for new traders. I got to flip the account. Once you drop that, I got to flip the account and change to just, I just got to keep my account safe and slowly grow this thing. You've unlocked the next boss.
if I make $1,000 for this trade, you best believe my next trade I'm gonna lower down my lot size.
I don't need to go as high because guess what? I'm in the market to take their money. I'm not gonna give you the money I just made.
Yeah.
Why would I do that?
So overall, what we really want to say to Trader Nick and the people that watches him is that I think that might be a channel you might want to subscribe to.
Just go to and check it out.
Yeah, for the knowledge and the information, right? Because not many people's out there on this community like to tell you the real and raw message of what trading is really like, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it back to these guys. Thank you very much for the video. I truly didn't know what you were gonna come at me with. Like I kind of assumed, like, obviously that you were probably in support of the channel, but I appreciate this shout out. And also, can you guys go subscribe to these guys, because I like their content a lot. Like from what I can see already, I can tell these guys have put in the hours. Like, I can tell that they're serious about their trading, and that this is not just a get rich quick thing for them either. Like, they've put some thought into this. So shout out to these guys. What's their channel? Their channel is Reggie Rich TV. So go search up Reggie Rich and drop him a follow. Tell him I sent you. Let him know that I don't know if he'll probably see this video, I would imagine, if you guys go comment on his videos. But show some love. Appreciate the video, you guys.
You're gonna have channel that's gonna promote, you're gonna get rich, all this and that. Yeah, and you're not gonna like his channel in the beginning, especially with the mindset of.
It depends on how you come in the game. If you really want to learn the process and go through it and understand that it's really like you gotta grind it out, then yeah, for sure. But at the same time, if you on the opposite end, if you coming from like, yo, I see somebody flip their account, they're showing you big money, you're like, nah, this is not. You're gonna be like, I don't really like this channel, bro.
Just like us. Like we said in the beginning.
Hey, to be completely fair, I think I wouldn't have liked myself when I first started trading. I would have been like, then what's the point of trading if you got to do all this work and it's boring and hard and difficult and you can't flip accounts? Like, what's the point, right? But there is a point. It's long term, long plan.
When we first started trading, Trader Nick was probably one of the channels where I had to put to the side because every time I would go in the market, and with the group that I was in, we won't mention the name. We mentioned it in the past. They were promoting 10% per trade. Per trade, bro. Bro, think about this, right?
Yeah. Before this guy makes a great point, which I know he's about to make a greint point. Trying to go for 10% a trade, like every trade, risking 10%, risking 5%, that is guaranteed. I would say I would take every trade against you if I knew that if that sounds really mean. I take that back. I wouldn't want you to lose. But what I'm gonna say is that if you bet 5-10% per trade, it's basically a guarantee you're going to blow that account. You may look really good for a while, but if you keep doing that, you keep putting on such heavy positions on your account's going to swing, and one day it's going to go too bad, too far, and it's going to blow.
If 10%...
He's standing up. Thought he was about to stand up for a second. That would have been a pivotal moment. I wish he did.
How much am I risking per trade?
And there was a trade where we were going for 10%. But we was in the hole for about maybe 30-40%.
Yeah.
And they was talking about, hold. And we were only holding to make 10%.
That makes no sense. Like,
yo, I'm only laughing because been there, done that. I know exactly how these guys feel. Like when you're like early on in your career and like you're just trying to copy signals or something, and someone's like, oh, just hold and don't put a stop loss, and like, it's rough.
Makes no sense.
It really gotta make sense to you. Like right now, you go for a 1-for-1. Okay, that's fair.
That's fine. Yeah.
Or 1 or 2 or 1 to 3. But I'm not gonna be risking 3% of my account
to make 1%. Yeah.
Like
that's
what? What? Like no.
That is the most dumb. But anyways, that's neither here or.
You guys crack me up, man. I wish I was in the room with you.
There, right?
Come see me in Georgia. That'd be fun.
It's a process.
It's a process.
Go through it, so,
so our point is, if you are a beginner in this trading market, this community, make sure you risk properly. Manage your account because you're the one in charge of your account. If you're taking losses, nobody else is taking those losses. You're the one taking those losses by yourself.
Learn from us. Learn from our mistakes. You can learn from our mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So.
And the men we're talking about today, Trader Nick.
Yo, appreciate that, and that's a great point. Like these guys, hopefully my channel as well. Like I'm not, like I mentioned earlier, like I don't make this stuff. I don't talk about 10-20% to sell a dream, right? Like these are experiences I've had. These are painful lessons that I've learned that I want to hopefully pass on to people, just like these guys are trying to do. But I will say, I will add to this, you guys, in this video, you two, and also for you guys who are watching. The truth is though, you can try as much as you want to try and tell people this, but I think that there is no true substitute for experience. And this is something that I've thought about on the content side. It's like, you know, you got to give people a chance to go learn for themselves, and you hope that they come around. But most people, what they end up doing is they ignore these sort of realistic, solid lessons, and they go and they try and learn it for themselves. They blow their accounts, and unfortunately, most of them just quit after that. But a very select few of them keep going, and they get to the point where, hey, you know what? We're vibing on the same level with this stuff. So you guys are awesome. That's why I'm so happy to watch your video.
Because he's the one where you coming in the market, you're not going to want to hear what he has to say, but you actually need to hear what he got to say. So I appreciate what you do. I appreciate the videos that you drop.
Keep dropping them.
Keep dropping them. They make sense, especially to the new beginners, the new guys. To us now, with the level that we're in, it's understandable the message that you're putting out there now. But I gotta tell you, at the beginning, nobody's gonna want to hear that.
Nobody wanted to hear it.
No, including myself and Jones.
Hey, you know what's cool about this is I actually found these guys' video. Like they didn't send it. Well, I don't think they sent it to me. Maybe they sent me a DM on Instagram or something. I didn't see it, but I just found this video randomly. It popped up, and I was like, hey, you know what? Let's watch this. So that's cool that YouTube, found this video for me, and I'm so glad that I was able to watch you guys' video. Appreciate what you're doing. Appreciate what you're sharing on your content there, guys. Like I said, go give them a follow. Again, the channel is it is Reggie Rich TV. Go check them out. Like I said, it's a great chance for you to hear some more good feedback from these guys, because I just know already, like, they sound realistic. They sound like they've been around the block long enough to know, hey, what's going on here? What's really realistic when it comes to Forex? See, I literally searched up my name just to see, hey, is there anything going on? And then sure enough, it recommended me this video. So appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Go drop them a follow. And with that said, guys, we'll see you back in the next video. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching today's video. There are more videos available on our channel here and here, so go ahead and click into that for some more free trading content. With that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time.